Liberia, Liberia, it's a total. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion.
Seku Sherry
Coming to the
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say, Liberia, it's time to talk.
Bringing sense
to the issue for better discussion.
Seku Sherry
coming to talk.
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia,
it's time to talk.
bringing sense
to the issue for better discussion.
Seku Sherry
coming to the
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say, Liberia, it's time to talk.
Bringing sense
to the issue for better discussion.
Seku Sherry
coming to talk.
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to
Seku
talk.
Sherry say, Liberia, it's time to talk. For better discussion.
Sherry
Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk.
Every twist and turn in life is an opportunity to learn something new about yourself. What a pleasant good morning. What a pleasant good morning and welcome to Good Morning Liberia. Good Morning Liberia is a 3 hours tough and provoking show. It comes on Mondays through Fridays. It discusses issues of relevance to the growth and development of Mama Liberia. Good morning to our people in Bon County. We live on 90.7 in Banga, 89.7 in Kakata, Maigibi County, 95.7 in Grand Bassa, Buchanan City, 96.7 in Wanyama, Lofa County, What a pleasant way to say good morning or welcome. Hope you've invited someone, and let someone also invite someone to listen along this morning to the show. Because it promises to be very, very fascinating this morning. Too many things happening in Liberia, and trust me, we'll talk about some of the issues, those trending issues in Liberia. This morning on the show, what's the lineup for the show this morning? Police officer shot and killed. Little Favor, a boy known as Favored in District 17 around the Banja Beach. CSA threatened to take action against suspended officials who have not complied with the issue of the Access Declaration. WACA suspends 457 officials for refusal to declare their assets. We'll talk about it. We will also talk a bit about the ad exhibited by Bon County District 2 Representative James Cole by invading, someone would say, Bogarage in the offices of the embattled Speaker J. Fonanti Kofa. Too many things to talk about. Those issues plus many more. Line up this morning on the presentation. And so don't forget the cash giveaway is up. I'm giving $10,000 and $50,000 as well. So some people will be winning $10,000 while others will be winning $50,000 Liberian dollars. So the code this morning to play is *799 *90 hash *799 *90 hash. You play with just 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, and of course you stand a chance to win for yourself 50,000 Liberian dollars or 10,000 Liberian dollars. I will take this song from Takunje. Those of you following via our live Facebook feed, just keep sharing the live and leave a comment. I will do the acknowledgement shortly after the song. I will do the acknowledgement, and right after the acknowledgement right here, and we will go into our discussion right here. Let's take this song from Takunje, and it's a wonderful song. It's called "They Lied to Us." Let's go for this song right here. To be right back. Keep tuned and don't touch it out. Keep playing the cash giveaway. Like I said, *799 *90 hash *799 *90 hash. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, and of course you stand a chance to win 10,000 Liberian dollars or 50,000 as well. Let's take this song from Takunje right here. To be right back.
Yeah. Okay. The people who want, the people love us, the government betray us. I said, the people who want, the people love us, the government betray us. They can laugh, they can eat. I said, we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with their speech they preach in and not unique they deceive us. They think we saw it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you lie? There's please don't be. We just tell you that why we will tell you.
Go.
But you screw us, you use us, and little abuse us, oh. Why? They bought me so lie. Why? But I did question how we are. The people who are, the people last us, the government treat us.
And of course, welcome back to the show right here. Welcome back to Good Morning Liberia. And so while the discussion is on, keep playing the cash giveaway and also keep playing the cash giveaway. Star 799 star 90 hash, star 799 star 90 hash. You play with 200 Liberian dollars and then you stand a chance to win 10,000 Liberian dollars and $50,000 as well. So let's do the acknowledgement here. Keep sharing the live as well. Let's do the acknowledgement right here. Let's acknowledge those watching the live. Stanley Sharif says, I'm watching from Bohead Town this morning. Stanley, keep following. And Janje Wongwe says, good morning. I'm following live from Johnsonville. Stanley said, please share, folks. Okay, that's great. Share the lives. Vansiko J. Johnny Jr. says, good morning, people of Voice of Liberia. How you doing? Johnny, how are you? Hey, Jusu Masakwe says, good morning. I'm watching from Bombing County. And Tades Solomon says, I'm watching you from Beaumont City, Lower Bon County. Stanley said, Liberia now become elephant meat. All GMB officials just eating their own without accounting for it. Nelson Sumo says, good morning. I'm watching live from Bon County District 6. Thank you guys for the good work. Stanley says, I'm shocked that JMB is not in control of this country as president. Blessed Prince E. Kamara says, good morning, VOL. I'm following from New Georgia Estate. Liberia is no more a safe place. Honor Comrade Bwakai, God please protect our state. Ruby Kennan goes on and says, I'm following you from Ghana'sville. Gray K. Suku says, I'm watching. And Bwakai B. Kamara says, I'm following it from the compound of Voice of that's Voice of Sano Radio in Sano County. P. Kuta says, good morning, Voice of Liberia family. I'm watching you guys from Banga, Bon County. Thanks so much for the important show. Sunday Flomo says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. Sunday S. Flomo is my name. I'm watching from that's Bon County, Phoebe Street Community. I want to know if VB Kun, Mr. Coleman, have been sanctioned by the American government. LCC makes a mistake with those names and ministry that they posted about those that hasn't complied with the declaration rules. Okay. Gerard Blackie says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. My name is, okay, I'm joining you from my Armed Forces Day pickup inspection corner. Harris J. Saki said, good morning. I'm watching you from Kakata City. Genesis Smo says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm Genesis Smo watching you live from Banga, Bon County. Keep it up. Shadrach P. says, I'm following you live from Ganta City, Nima County. I blame Nimbayant and the late senator for making this GMB guy president. Okay. Ile Q Moba says, good morning, VOL. And the peace-loving people of Zuluwulu Town, Lofa County. I'm watching from my Weaver Community District. Too many comments. The former Inspector of Bank says, good morning, George. And the people of Liberia, I'm following from Banga, Bon County. Mr. Moses Tobofi, thank you so much. Hoda Sharif says, I'm watching you from District 17, Viola Junction. Moema Benjamin says, Moema Holmes, I'm following from Moton Conan. And Philip Detwa says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. And good morning to my own brother George. And good morning to the Liberian people. My name is Philip Detwa, and I'm following you guys from Banga, Bon County. Thank you for the information provided to us every morning. And the comments are too many. And just keep leaving a comment. I will do the acknowledgement as we move on with the discussion right here this morning. Fellow Liberians, I will begin the discussion this morning. Don't forget, keep playing the cash giveaway. Star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. I'm giving out 10,000 and 50,000 as well. So all you need to do is to continue to play. Star 799 star 90 hash. You play with just $200 Liberian dollars, you stand a chance to win for yourself 20,000. Yeah, that's 10,000 and 50,000 Liberian dollars rather. Fellow Liberians, where are we heading as a country and a people? Yesterday, a police officer named Boema Masale shot over 3 times a boy named Favor, or commonly known as Favor, in District 17 around Banjo Beach area. And that's why I'm asking, where are we heading as a country? That you will have a mere police officers shouting peaceful citizens to death. He shot a peaceful citizen to death. And that's what you get when you have a very lawless country. A country that the president will instruct R.G. Komen to kill the ordinary people of the country. Greg and his officers they are in the wrong. And every morning you wake up to the news, the police will kill someone. Every morning you wake up, the police killed this other president. And we receive an intel from the community where the incident occurred, that the police arrested this Boema Masale guy, who is also a police officer. Fellow Liberians, family members, those involved in District 17, sympathizers, well-wishers, I don't want you to see the police as trusted people. Police officers, they are not trusted. We receive an intel that the police, they've gone to the community, and according to our sources, they arrested this Boema Masale guy. This irresponsible young man called himself Boema, who was in the police. We receive an intel that he was being arrested by some of his colleagues. And I don't want the family of this favored child that was killed by this officer to take this lightly. Don't trust the police. What they're saying that they're coming to do investigation, don't trust that entire process. Because you know why? The entire process will be stage managed. The Liberia National Police, they're in the know of what's happening. Greg has instructed his guys to kill peaceful Liberians. And that's why I said, where are we heading as a country? That you have one mere police officers. One mere police officer shouting and killing peaceful Liberians. For what reasons? Even if that child did anything to you, why shout the child to death? Why kill the child? But like I said, that's what you get when you have a country that is very lawless. The lawmakers, the president, everyone they just disrespecting the laws of the country. And when we visited the community, people telling us that the police went there and they arrested their colleague that were involved in shouting this guy to death. Also, you feel that they don't know what they're doing? You think they don't know what they're doing? The police did that because they never wanted the angry crowd to do something else to that police officer that killed that little boy. Liberians, we have to be careful. Liberians, we have to be skeptical. With the police. In a sense, we should not trust the police. Police officers in our country are not trusted under Gregory Coma. That's why you see the police, they're going after people, killing ordinary people. Kill the innocent Liberians. For what reason? They are Liberians. They have rights like you do. They have rights like you do. Greg and his guys will have to be careful as to how they run the day-to-day activities of the Liberia National Police. International communities, they're watching. The international community watching. Partners are watching. What's happening in Liberia is terrible. It doesn't represent the Liberia National Police at all. Why you will have a police officer shouting? Shooting 3 times. A peaceful Liberian. It hurts. And sometimes we will not blame Gregory Coma, but we blame the president. We blame President Joseph Boakai. When these things are happening, you don't hear him talk about it. He doesn't take action at all. So what it says to Liberians, what it says to the ordinary people, Greg is here. Greg is here and instructing his guys to kill peaceful citizens. And you can't hear the president to say a word. You appointed him. Is it that President Boakai, you're not in charge of the country or what? What's happening? Are you not aware of some of the things happening? Are you not aware of what the police doing? Every morning people will wake up and hear the news of the police. Every morning the police, every morning the police. Where are we heading as a country? Where are we heading as a people of Liberia? Liberia has become very lawless. People don't have time for the rule of law. People do whatever they want to do. And that is wrong. We need to correct that. People should be aware that Liberia is a country of rule of law. Not a country where anybody can just come and do whatever. No one is above the law. And like I said, the families of the late Feb that was killed by that police officer yesterday should not trust the police investigation. Family, don't sit there and say you trust the investigation of the police, because they know what they're doing. They only did that to cool down the angry crowd. Don't trust the police at all. Get involved. Do whatever you can. To ensure that this fellow faces the law. Why would a police officer just be all around the place and killing people? Why Liberia will be lawless in such form and manner, fellow Liberians? I've come to speak to you, the ordinary people, to be careful with the people. You see what they're doing? Someone will just go want some money. A police officer will just go want some money. He go anywhere and then he kill people. You go, you see the other person, he shot the president and kill the president. So Liberia is no more safe. Investors can't come here. Oh, you think investors will trust Liberia when they see some of the things that are happening in this country? Automatically, they won't trust Liberia. They won't. Because of what's happening. And so keep playing the cash giveaway. Star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. Matali Escali says, good morning, brother. Monitoring from Banga. CDC Papi Sources Cater for life. He said, good morning. Force of Liberia from Duporo. God please have mercy on GMB Liberia. Please. Bwakai B. Kamara says, I'm following from Sano. Sano County at the compound of Voice of Sano. And Sarah's Nyanten says, I'm following from Sano. J. Freeman Wizard says, I'm following from Grand Bassa. Coffee Community. George T.O. J. Brown says, good morning, VOA. I'm watching from my reading room at Process office on UNME campus. Okay. Chelsea Firstborn Yaya Kruman says, I'm following from Grand Cape Mount County. So I will bring you this this audio. I will play this audio so that you listen to this fellow. So that you listen to the fellow. Star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. You play with just $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, and then you win for yourself 10,000 and 50,000 Liberian dollars. So all you need to do is to play as many times you can play, so that you be a winner of $10,000 or 50,000 Liberian dollars. So 3 persons can play quickly. Star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. Play with $200 Liberian dollars, and then you win for yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars. Star 799 star 90 hash. I'm giving out 50,000 and 10,000 Liberian dollars. So you have to play as many times you can play in order to be a winner of 50,000 and $10,000 as well this morning. So, like I said, I I will play this audio from a guy who was on the scene when the incident occurred. I will play this audio so that you listen to this fellow. He was on the scene when the incident occurred. So keep playing the cash giveaway. Like I said, keep playing the cash giveaway. Star 799 star 90 hash. You play with $200 Liberian dollars, and then you win $10,000 and $50,000. So shortly around 8 o'clock, we will do the first draw of $10,000, and before 8:30 to 9 o'clock, we will do the next draw of 50,000 as well. So you have to play as many times you can play in order to be a winner of the 50,000 or $10,000. Let's get this interview quickly, or this audio quickly, and we'll come back. We'll take the course. Let's go.
Earth shoulder, that earth shoulder, that earth shoulder, that earth shoulder, that the earth shoulder. People who pressing down, I was told that that I was huge angry cry here that went to it was not too long. The president was not national police were able to arrest the situation. This guy is responding angry. Sir, how are you? Excuse me, sir. How are you? I'm fine. You speak so angry. What happened? I'm very angry at the national police. They are violent, they are criminal, they get people in this country. You mean your people? What happened? Tell us, calm down, be calm, and be stable and talk to us. Our audience, the police actually is following us. What happened? What exactly happened? What did you witness? When the accident took place on the scene. But when I saw my eye, when I put on the crowd, very angry with it. He's a little brother. Trust in the country anymore. He's a little brother. You say you don't trust the brother. I don't trust the police. The police are killers. I don't trust them. He's a little brother. I'm free. I'm not happy. We're free. They have been we're free. And yeah, happy. I will take your money. Take your something. He is a little brother. One would say, is there any kind of relationship between this boy and the officer in question? No, nothing like that. I've been doing just a feature man like myself. I'm a feature man beside your people see. They made a feature man myself, you know the scene today. You listen to others that are on the scene. Tell them what did the people tell you that are on the scene before your brother could be shot? The people were saying what they always say to make themselves comfortable. When you enter, he just I know where the ball not to him. He just started shooting. He began to shoot in the air. You know, I shoot the air. He said, he said, shoot in the air. I can't make sure that everybody for that. You say he just started shooting. No, I know you're angry. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry. So were you hoping that are on the scene? Welcome to DNA to Fresh TV. Tell your name, please. Were you on the scene in this situation?
Okay, all right. You listen to one of the eyewitnesses who were on the scene when the incident occurred. You listen to one of the eyewitnesses who are on the scene. You just go, you see people sitting, and you start to shoot gun. You start to kill the people. For what reason? Yeah. So we'll take few calls. Keep playing. Like I said, 3 presents. You have to play as many times so that I can do the draw here and give out the first $10,000. Star 799 star 90 hash. Play with just $200 Liberian dollars or $2.50. That's $1.50 rather, and then you stand a chance to win yourself 200,000. George Wilson says, I'm following from my comfort zone in Sano County, downtown community. Jefferson B. Tokwa says, good morning, VOL. I'm Jefferson Tokwa, watching from Victoria Island, the abandoned community in District 2 that has gangster instead of representative. My US says, good morning, Voice of Liberia, and I'm watching you from my Popo Conon in Nuzo community. And this is not the first person said. police officers, they've been involved with this since the inception of President Bouaka, since President Bouaka got elected as president. Since President Bouaka got elected as president, he appointed Greg to head the Liberia National Police. That's what the police they've been involved with. That's just what the police been involved with. Killing ordinary citizens. Can you imagine that? And another officer that I'm going to call his name as well. Imagine this officer lives in a home of a disabled man. And his name is Malaki Kamara. Yes, his name is Malaki Kamara. He lives in a house of a disabled papa. Imagine that. His rentage has expired. They've given him notice, but the man said he can't leave the place. You know why? Simply because he's in close tie with Gregory Coleman. He have said to this disabled elderly man that own his property or that own the property, Mr. David Johnson, one David Johnson. The disabled man is David Johnson. This police officer, whose name is Malaki Kamara, have said to this man that he won't leave he won't leave this property. He won't leave from this property, the old man property, disabled man. Oh, you in a man house, your rentage expire. You say you can't pay the rentage. For what reason? Because you close to Gregory Coleman. So whenever the pape goes to him for rentage, you always intimidate the old man. He has refused to even pay his rent. He doesn't want to pay his rent. You don't want to leave the property of the old man. When the pape tried to go to the police station, no way. He has fought for it. He has even gone to the court. But according to him, the expense is just too huge. Why our country will be very lawless as it is? Where are we heading, fellow Liberians? Where are we heading? Let's go to the line and take few calls this morning on the show. Let's go to the line now and take few calls. If you're listening to the show this morning, keep playing the cash giveaway. Don't forget star 799 star 90 hash, star 799 star 90 hash. 2 more persons to play, then I do the first draw. Star 799 star 90 hash. You play with 200 LD, and then you win for yourself 10,000 or 50,000 Liberian dollars. So 0773419502, 0773419502, 0773419502, or better still 0555-184711, 0555-184711. Those of you in the counties, you can call us on 0773 978564, 0773 978564. If you're in Monrovia and you want to make your import, we can hear you on 0773 419502, 0773-419502, or better still 0555-184711. Those of you in the counties, you can call us on 0773-978564 at the numbers that put your voices through this morning on the show. The Liberia National Police will have to calm down. The Liberia National Police will have to calm down. They're behaving very lawless. And what they're doing, it has the propensity to undermine the peace of our country. So keep the calls coming through. I don't know what's going on. The call just bouncing back, but keep trying. 0773 419 502, 0773 419 502, or better still 0555 18 4711. Those of you in the counters, 0773 97 8564, 0773 97 8564 are the numbers that put your voices through. Let's get this other caller on the line. This person, good morning. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. What's the name for where you join us?
Thank you very much. My name is Ali, particularly picking somewhere running car just for you.
Ali, go ahead.
Let me come early morning for your taxi. You know, brother, there was some time I said the entire security sector in Israel overhauling. Some of these police guys are even doing it, gonna grab a commoner even though they. Because you see in society, you see every society, they get people there that will do these kinds of things. But the action that the leader in that institution will take, there where the public will get confident in the institution. For example, talking about the police. There is no way Grego come out there, somebody say, they will see people sitting down and they be shooting people, killing them. Why be to Grego? Because they can do that. They talking about Somali, another policeman leaving Somali, or you don't want to pay the president and continue to intimidate the president. If you go out there, you not pay Somali or Golila, I don't give the president that money. No. But if
so when these things are happening, what can Gregory say about some of these things?
That's why I come here now. Say, the thing happen because even in places, advanced country, places, you see police shoot people this and day sometimes. They action.
So because it is happening in other countries, so it should happen in Liberia. Eh? Thank you. You've made a point. This person. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. What's your name? From where you call?
Maurice, I'm calling from District 17, Banja.
Maurice, go ahead. Where the incident occur?
Okay. Banja Siam, where the flower water there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there were the
incident occur. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay. Boma Masale is my bro. It's my friend and say you know. But Boma Masale do that. Free, friendly man. Yeah. I said, I'm a boy. I friend is saying to rescue the place.
All right. Probably my man instruction. Go ahead. Thank you. Let's get another caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's the name for where you join us?
This is Edmond Carr, the visually impaired guy that keeping this president fit to the fire to deliver.
Edmond, go ahead. You're live on Good Morning Liberia. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. You know, you may say, when they instruct anybody to go do whatsoever they are doing, but the action that you will take, it will serve as a deterrent for other people not to do it. As you were saying, since this president came to power, there have been a whole lot of police brutality and police unnecessary killing. Look, you don't just carry your firearm among people if even you are going to go execute and arrest. Did it give you the right to start shooting? No. You didn't reach to that point to charge your brother. Okay? But they happy. He created McCarthy. They were justified by the police. In that same process, I think this is the second time it is happening there. They are happy around rehire where police shooting and killing people, and nothing coming all of it. If the thing happens, the leader takes charge of it, the other people will start preventing themselves doing it. And in fact, you should even know who should carry arms. Okay? Because not everybody, if a police should be carrying arms, then you say, well, I don't know that. How can you carry arms? When you are carrying arms in this police, that means you are somebody that are very close in the higher authority that know about you. Because before you discharge one brother off the gun, you should be able to make a report why you discharge your brother. So you can't be carrying gun, then you say they don't know him. So the police need to do the needful. And the family that I think happy to, as you are saying, they should not wait for a Greco report. because it will be another fiasco.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's get this person. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, sir. What's the name? From where you joined the show? Let's hear you.
Yeah, John Konibu. I'm calling from
You call from Lofa County?
Bong County.
Oh, from Banga. From Banga. Go ahead. You're live. Let's hear you.
Thank you. I'm to say this to you, brother. I closely watch and understood your scenario on the radio concerning this brutality. But I want to find out that I want you to make a survey of the personnel that listed in the police. They are not typical Liberians. So when they do the thing, they do it with some any feelings.
He said the Masale fellow, right? The Masale officer, the guy who killed the little boy, right?
They are not typical Liberians. They are not people who live in Liberia. These are border crossing people who join the, and this thing can never happen in Guinea policing. It can never find it there, brother. We got too many Kamara, too many Surunis, we got all kind of name of national, Guinean national, like polluting the
That the kind of men Greg brought to the police. That the kind of men Greg brought and get armed. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You are live. Just lower the volume of the receiver, please.
Am I okay now?
Yeah, go ahead. What's the name for where you call?
This is Oliver B. Johnson, and I call you from a Bannersville resident.
From Bannersville, you live. Go ahead.
Okay. The issue of extrajudicial killing in the country that is getting on the increase. You see the one that happened in Kinjor, the other little boy that was killed in some part of Brewerville. The police said that they are launching an investigation. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, the police said that they are launching an investigation into that, and up to this time, we are having come up with any report yet. See the one that happened again. So we are calling on the SG to do the honorable thing to ensure that those perpetrators should be.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's get this other present. Okay, we lost this caller. Keep the calls coming. 0773-419-502, 0773-419-502, or better still 0555-184711, 0555-184711. Those of you in the counties, you can call us on 0773-9785-64, 0773-9785-64. The numbers that put your voices to the right here this morning on the show. Good morning.
Good morning, Seku.
Naseku. I'm George Way. Go ahead.
Sorry, Chief. My name is T.R.C. and I'm from Johnsonville.
From Johnsonville. Go ahead.
The problem of the security in the country, all the things we're experiencing, we continue to experience it because the people give us, as if to say, they are not trained or they are not paid with the Liberia taxpayer money. Just recently, I experienced similar things like that with Johnson, like the guy was riding a keke, like the keke came up, was struggling on the keke. And then the other policemen came from nowhere, start beating on the guy with ratchet. Everybody was asking him, why are you beating the man for? The man, you see the man struggling on the keke, and then you knocking on him. If the man park somewhere that you're not going to park, or he's just somewhere you're not going to stop, you get issuing ticket or you take it to it. They got police listen, he start beating on the guy. He finally he call his friends and they start beating on the ball at the junction. So what the police were doing is something that something that they plan to do to Liberian people all the time. I don't know what we're hearing.
Yeah, honestly. Thank you.
I don't really know. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you. Thank you. Sam Mayue says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching you from my Propo Colony News community. Okay, Saros and Yante says, where are we heading as a country? Okay, Geneton Tambakole Flomo says, good morning, brother. I'm joining you from Kakata, Maigibi County. And Saros Nyenten said, let us be careful with the guys calling themselves police. They are very evil and are carrying on what the RG told them. Hilton Blair Jedo says, falling from Greenville City, Sino County. Emmanuel Vencia Jr. says, I'm watching from my working area, the German Embassy compound in Congo Town. And Doe F. Thomas says, good morning, VOL. And the listener following our broadcast, Umbrella, okay, watching you live in my Technopop 8 in Plymouth City, Maryland County. Avino says, I'm watching from Banga, Bon County this morning. And like I said, Greg will have to calm down. Gregory Coleman, you have to calm down. What you're doing, it has the propensity to undermine the peace of our country. And Liberians, they are no more prepared. No more prepared to go back to the dark days. Liberians are no more prepared to go back to the dark days. Let's get this present. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my friend and brother.
Good morning, sir. What's the name? From where you join us?
I'm Daniel Gideon calling from Kingsville, number 7.
Go ahead.
You see, let me be honest and like you're right. I'm one of the victims during the past regime. Do you know that my little brother was shot in Kingsville, number 7 when he was roasting corn?
So because good morning, listen to me now. No, listen to me. We not. I mean, this is a conversation we're having, right?
Yeah, but I wanted to learn that you can come on.
No, listen to me, please. This is a conversation we're having, right? So because your brother or whoever was killed by a police officer, so many it should continue.
No, it's not what I'm talking about. That's why I said let me learn. I'm simply telling you that in every society, they had a bad one and they had a good one. Do you know that a guy was very innocent in Kingsville? He used to sell tea. Less than 2 months, we see that guy holding gun in the PSU. Who need to know where he got his training from? Nobody knows. And he stay in the force. So I'm calling the Liberian government, let it reshuffle this guy. Most of them were put in the force during the past regime, and they are still there. They not even know how to control weapons. They will go ahead shooting up peaceful citizens. This is wrong. We shouldn't get shit blame on one person. Then they overhaul the entire police force. They are both good one in the force and then bad one. It's time for the bad one to be retired. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I will send $1,000 to at least 4 presidents this morning on the show. 4 presidents will receive $1,000 Liberian dollars. So you have to play continuously. The 10,000, I will give 10,000 to too many presidents, and I'll also be giving 50,000 to too many presidents on the show. 8 o'clock. I got 5 more minutes, and then I will do the draw and give 1,000 to few presidents this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Good morning. What's your name? From where you call?
My name is Chris. I'm calling from Broadview.
Chris from Broadview. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay, go on a for training, so you know police function. You just 20. So come on the police function. So wanted to see how to go academy.
Okay. All right. Thank you. You made a point. Well noted this morning. Well noted. One more person to play at least 2 times. One person just played 2 times. Star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. Play with $200 Liberian dollars, and then you stand a chance to win for yourself $10,000 or 50,000 Liberian dollars. Daniel Kekula Gideon says, "Good morning, sir." Okay, Daniel, that's your view. Elijah K. Cully says, "Good morning, sir. View L family. Thank you guys for the show. I'm watching live from Vartan Community, Kakata, Maghebe County." Bill Sonkale says, "Good morning, View L. I'm following from the ministerial complex in Congo Town." Stanley Sharif says, "Liberia are living in fear under this unprepared president." Let's take this president. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, George.
Good morning. I'm okay. What's the name? From where you call?
Yeah, please, Edmond. Let me check in a little bit.
Edmond, go ahead.
Yeah, and you know, this is why we can always say, when these things happen, there is no need to be political. Because when you are political, you spoil it. Somebody said the people were trained during the past government. They don't know how to control arms. This is why they are shooting Kwaka government and killing people. But the past government were here for 6 years. We didn't see anything like that. Even the most famous protest that was held in Malaysia called June 7.
That day, or officers that went there, they went with baton and handgun. Nothing that we heard it. But under your 1 year, 1 month and a half, we have mass killing of police people in this country and in this city. How can you say they were trained by past government? Why they were not shaking and killing people in the state? Yeah. So let the police do the right thing. And if this is part of the calamity, then the government pray so that it can move on all day. Because it will change their character. The investor that they want come, it will not come. They want to happen yesterday and all on the social media. People are seeing it. Okay? Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for your point. We will read some of the comments here once more, and then we send the 1,000 I spoke about to few winners, to few persons. Like I said, our frequent players will be receiving $1,000 before we can do the 10,000 and the 50,000 draw. So let's do some of the acknowledgement here quickly. Then we'll move on and send their money quickly, and we'll move on to our next talking point this morning. Amadou O Diallo says, good morning, VOL family. Thanks so much for the show, Big Brother George Wayi. I'm following from Todman Bird City, Bomi County. Stanley Sharif says, the spokesperson for Liberia National Police said, the boy will not shout by LNP officer. Chill Liberia, where are we heading to? Eric Kamete says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from Sunnywan community. Thank you so much. And all you need to do for me, just keep sharing it live. Share the live at many times. Continue to share the live, and so that others can join the show this morning right here on Voice of Liberia. John B. Mobile says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching live from Newport. That's Newport Street, Monrovia. Samuel Gui Jr. says, good morning, VOL. I'm watching from the Gazro Rock Hill community. Nehemiah Dower Jr. says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. And I'm from my Pokwe residence in Sinje Town, Swakoko District, Bon County. James Williams says, good morning. I'm watching from Do community. And Asata Miller says, good morning, Brother George. I'm watching live from Soul Clinic community. Good to be on the show. Okay. And let's get this call quickly right here, and then we'll come right back and do our draw. This person, good morning.
Good morning. I'm Abba Sharif calling from Ghana.
You call from Ghana'sville. Let's hear you.
Thank you. First of all, we just need to pray for our country and for Ghana for it too much politics. Everything bringing politics into our discussion. It's not to save us. The police, we just need to talk and make sure that the police be professional in performing their duties.
Oh yeah.
Those things that it can happen everywhere. Even the great United States, police do go ahead and do some things that is not supposed to be done. You know, we are human beings. We shouldn't shift blame to a particular person. We just need to urge our police guys to be professional when they are, executing their duty. That's all we need to pray as a nation, and also make sure we continue talking.
Thank you.
Is better than how to get in the street, but we shouldn't shift blame to a particular group of people.
Thank
Whether
you.
you are.
Thank you. Thank you. So keep sharing the live and leave your comment as well. I will do the acknowledgement as I move on. Good morning, viewer. All following from whom 80 years old Boaka is lawless. So his followers are also the Salaye Kemu. And Magil Bagale says, good morning, viewer. I'm watching from Boise Quarter, Vanyama City, Lofa County. Jamewala Bena says, good morning, sir. I always say nobody loves this country. Everybody asking her. Suspending people, no punishment to bring back our money. Okay, that's it. Let me see what I can send the money. The 1,000 Liberian dollars to a few winners this morning quickly, and then I come back and move on to our next talking point. Keep playing the cash giveaway. *799 *90 hash. *799 *90 hash. You play with just 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, and then you win yourself $50,000 or 10,000 Liberian dollars. Let me call our frequent players here who have sent $1,000 to quickly. Be patient a bit. Let me get some of our winners here of $1,000 or frequent players rather who are transferred $1,000 to, and then when I come right back, we'll move on to our next talking point. Too many interesting things to talk about this morning on the show. Let me get some of our winners here who have sent $1,000 to confirm as to whether they received the money. Let me get this person here. So all you need to do is to keep playing star 799 star 90 hash. You play with 200, you win 20,000. Let's get this person here coming through. So you have to keep playing. Yeah, let's see whether we can get this other winner here quickly. This person is just one of our frequent players, and we send this person $1,000 to encourage them to continue to play. And I'm trying to get this person quickly to the line. Jala Wilson Jackson says, good morning. I'm watching from Kakata, Maigibi County, 26 Gate. That's 26 Gate Road Community. Okay, thank you. Star 799 star 90 hash. You play with 200 Liberian dollars, and then you stand a chance to win for yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars. Star 799 star 90 hash. Play with 200 Liberian dollars, and then you stand a chance to win 20,000 right here this morning on the show. Good morning, Liberia. Let's get this other person here. This person also won $1,000. I just sent the person $1,000. This person is one of our frequent players. So we send this person $1,000. Let's see whether we get this person. Keep playing. You have to play as many times so that you also be a winner of the $10,000 and the $50,000. So good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm George Waye and I call you from Forza, Liberia. What's your name, please?
My name is Melvin Italo.
Melvin?
Yeah.
Where do I call you from?
I'm calling from Broadville.
From Broadville. How is Broadville?
Yeah, Broadville is cool.
You been playing Forza Liberia cash giveaway?
Yeah.
Okay. I just sent you 1,000 Liberian dollars for your frequent play on the cash giveaway to encourage you to continue to play.
Thank you.
Yeah, you receive the money, right?
No, I will check. I wanted to call. I received now. Yeah, patient.
Yeah, do that. Do that for me quickly. I send the money to you already. It's on your phone. Just do that quickly.
All right. Thank you, bro.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get this other person quickly. Let's get this person quickly right here. Keep playing star 799 star 90 hash, star 799 star 90 hash. You play with 200 Liberian dollars, and then you win yourself 20,000. That's 50,000 and 10,000 Liberian dollars. Keep playing star 799 star 90 hash. Let's get a person to confirm. Hello.
Yeah. Thank you. This is the man we just called.
Yeah. So you receive a $1,000.
Yes.
Okay. Keep it up.
Yeah. I will try.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Congratulations. Let's get this other person quickly, and then we'll come back. We'll move to our next talking point. The one person I said to play hit the system very high, so that we can do the 50,000 draw and the 10,000 draw as well quickly.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm George Waye and I call you from Forza, Liberia.
Yeah.
You been playing Forza Liberia cash giveaway?
Yeah.
Okay. So for being one of our frequent players. We just send you $1,000.
Yeah, I received it.
Okay. All right. So that's it. It's just a sign of encouragement just to say congratulations. Yeah, you can keep playing.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. So keep playing star 799 star 90 hash star 799 star 90 hash. You play with 200 Liberian dollars, and then you win for yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars. The CSA came out with a release yesterday evening, and the CSA headed by Josiah Joker, they came out with a release yesterday, and I'm trying to lay my hand on the release. I'm trying to lay my hand on the release right here. And this Daniel Kekula Gideon says, George, good morning, George. I'm following from Phoebe Bonk. LMP investigates officer involved in the Bogan community. Yes, I saw that stuff. It's investigating. But look, the issue of the police, I've said it, and I remain constant that the family of Masale should not trust the police. You like it or not. Boyman Masale, he did it intentionally. Why just go and see people sitting and go, you start to shoot gun? That's being very, I don't even know how to call it. Very irresponsible. Very untrained police officer. He should not even be in the police. What such a man will be doing in the police? Why? Why such a man will be in the police? So I will take this song, fellow Liberians. I will take this song here to get a cup of water to be back. When I come back, and then we'll move on. Duke Peba says, good morning, VOL. I'm following live from Sanji Kipan. And Maya Sharif said, good morning. I'm following from district number 9 in Cinco this morning. Jala Wilson Jackson says, good morning. I'm watching from Kakata, Maigibi County. Yes, keep following. Let's take this song right here. Let me get a cup of water to be back, while I'm also trying to get the release from the CSA, and then I'll bring that release, and then we will have some discussion around that right here on the show. Let's get this song to be right back.
Yeah, okay, let's go. The people who want, the people the government betray us. I said, the people who want, the people love us. The government betray us. They I said, we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with their speech they preach in DNA and unique they deceive us. They think we saw it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you lie? There's therapies to be. It's just that you but you screw us, you use us a little, abuse us so. Why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people who want, the people love us. The government betray us. The people who us, the people love us. The government betray us. They don't want to trust. My people don't want to hope on. But my hope that I have been broken. Tell you,
So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the dollars? They say they were poor, but they too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. See the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have been for time, but they stay they delay. People suffer. No war, but people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So, why? The government should lie. Why? But the question that we are.
Welcome back to the show this morning. James Spate says, good morning, Voice of Liberia, watching from from Abidjan. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Duke Peba says, good morning, viewer. You're following live from Sanji, Kipman County. Okay, thank you. All right. So, please hold on the call. Please, just hold on with the calls. Keep playing the cash giveaway as we move on. Star 799, star 90 hash. Hope the one person I asked to play, you play, because after this talking point, I will do the draw of $50,000. Yeah. Star 799, star 90 hash. You play with $200 Liberian dollars, and then you win for yourself 50,000 or 10,000 Liberian dollars. I have said, and I continue to say, whenever the government do the right thing, we appreciate the government. When the government is in the wrong, we'll come here and say, this is wrong. We'll say this is wrong. And so, yesterday, the CSA, the Civil Service Agency, they came up with a release yesterday, or if you like, an announcement yesterday. And I want to read this release or this announcement. All heads of government spending entities, from Josiah F. Joka Jr., Director General, CSA, subject, enforcing the President's mandate on non-compliance with access declaration. Please be advised that the Civil Service Agency will take immediate action against suspended officials who have not complied with the access declaration mandate issued by His Excellency the President Joseph Newman Boakai. Those who remain non-compliant will be blocked from receiving their salaries for February 2025. This blockage will persist until the necessary compliance is achieved. This measure is intended to ensure that all officials of government adhere to the necessary regulations and maintain the trust placed in the U.S. that's placed in us by the public. He says, thank you for your attention to this important issue as we look forward to continual collaboration with all government spending entities in the interest of the government and people of Liberia. Let me say this. I want to say kudos to the head of the CSA, Josiah Joka, for his decision. Yesterday, when the president suspended the 457 officials for their refusal to declare their assets. Jala and I were here yesterday. We commended the government. We appreciated the government for the decision. And this morning I'm here to say thank you to President Joseph Boakai. Though it is a bit late, the people they've gone year plus. But however, you are striving, you're doing whatever you want to do to fight corruption. And we think the issue of fighting corruption should not be the thing that will be about pick and choose. There are certain people that you will protect when they're in the wrong. And there are certain people that you take action against. And I think the president will have to be drastic when it comes to decision making. There are others that are involved into huge mismanagement of state resources, and they're still in government. No action being taken. Mr. President, you have to wake up. You have to stand up and speak to some of the issues. It is about time that you stand up and take charge of the country. If you've not been in charge, it is time that you take charge. The first step, yes, we appreciate it. We appreciate the first step to have suspended these people that failed to declare their assets simply because they want to come with this mindset that they're coming to steal. So they refused. They disrespected you, Mr. President. Why you were instructing people to go to declare assets? And then they sit there and refuse simply because you want to come and steal. The issue of asset declaration is very simple. When you get one horse, tell the Liberian people you get one horse. If you get one old motorbike, tell the people, oh, I get one old motorbike. This is what I have. And you know, if you get kitchen, tell the people, oh, this is the kitchen. And it costs so and so amount, or it worth so and so amount. But the president said, you people should do it. And you say you are not doing it. You disrespected the president. Like I said, though it is late, but again, we appreciate the president for the decision to have suspended the people. And those that will refuse, we hope that they won't come back to government. The ones that will refuse, we hope that they won't come back to government. And there should not only be 1 month. Even if these people or these guys that were suspended can declare assets, they should not be paid for maybe 3-4 months. Let it go and sit down. That's being disrespectful to the president. Why the president will instruct you to declare your assets and you sit there and say you can't do it? Simply because you want to continue the stealing. You want to continue to steal to enrich yourself. And Josiah Joker, the one more you spoke about in the release yesterday, in my mind, is small. Let's increase it to 4-5 months. Too many disrespect. People disrespecting the president every day. Just of recent, Swakoko was suspended. She was instructed by the same president to turn over the 2 vehicles. After a day or two, we saw her driving that same vehicle and going to the LACC. It said that the president is not in charge, or what's happening, fellow Liberians. The people will have to stop disrespecting the president. You like it or not, he remained our president for 6 years. And we pray that the old man remain alive. We hope and pray that the old man will remain strong to complete his 6 years. So we will have our guest 8:30. We'll take our guest at 8:30. This morning we'll take our guest at about 8:30, and then we'll have some conversation right here on the show. And so we'd like to say good morning. Thanks for listening. It's good to have you. Let's be together right here this morning on the show. And so we'll take a few calls on this issue of the president suspending 457 officials. Probably you have your views. We'll hear you. We can take a few calls, maybe 2 or 3 calls. Then we'll come back and take our guests. Keep playing the cash giveaway. Star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. Play with just $200 Liberian dollars, and then you stand a chance to win for yourself 28,000 Liberian dollars. That's 50,000 rather, 50,000, and out of 10,000 as well. So let's take 2 or 3 calls on this issue, and then we'll take our guests. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm okay. What's your name?
This is Jerry King, and I do join you from the densely populated suburb of Capital, which is there like.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you see, the suspension yesterday declared by the president, I have problem with it.
What problem you got with it?
Yeah, the CFA boss told us that they have paid off the fee room. But we noticed that their person name and all included on that listing.
Who did their person?
Even someone judge who did not take up a position as an assistant minister for public affairs, Ministry of Defense. Someone judge is on our list. There are a lot of people who are now using the government that need something on our list. Okay? And I don't think Paramount Chief and things who were not even appointed by the president that need also there. So why do you think the president would be doing such a thing? Is that truthful to the Liberian people? In a word, when you say this to the Liberian people, or for the president to have looked at people who died and they put a name on that list, people who were denied a job and a name on that list, the president is not sincere. He's not sincere. He has always lied to us. He continues to lie. Even with his declaration, he continues to lie to the Liberian people. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. 0773 419 0773 419 or better still 0555 184711. We can take a call, and then we'll come back and take our guest. 0773 419 0773 419 the numbers that put your voices through. We can take just a call right here, and then we come right back and we take our guest right here on the show. So keep playing star 799 star 90 hash, star 799 star 90 hash. Play with just $200 Liberian dollars, and then you stand a chance to win yourself 20, that's $50,000. Shortly, I will do the first draw of either $10,000 or $50,000. So let me take this break. When I come back, I'll also to the platform my guests. Let's go.
Damages. With that speech, they preach indeed, and not unique, they deceive us. They think we store it frustrate us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow that there things to be? We just tell you. That's why we will tell you. But you screw us. You use us a little. You trust us. Why? They all make you lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people who are, the people last us. The government betray us. They betray us. So I said, the people who are, the people last us. The government betray us. They get lost, they get steal, they go not the power. They don't want to trust. My people don't want to hope on nobody. My hope that I have them broken. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the dollars? They say they were poor, but they do selfish. The people tired with their wretched. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough for time, but they instead they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show, nothing. So why? The government you lie. Why? But that's the question that we are. They lie. The people who are, the people last us. The government betray us. They betray us. So that's the lie. The people who are so, the people lie to us. The government betray us. They cannot, they cannot, the power and with the promises that left us to allow damages. The liar with that speech they preach indeed and not unique, they deceive us. They think we store it frustrate us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow that there things to be? Just tell you. That's why we will tell you. But you screw us. You screw us, you use us and little and abuse us. So why? The government you lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people who are, the people last us. The government betray us. They betray us. They lie. People who are, the people who last us. The government betray us. The people who are so, the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can steal. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that left us to allow the damages.
And so welcome back to the show this morning. Our guest is already here, and so we'll have to just take our guest quickly here and move on with our discussion. So our guest this morning is Mr. Titus B. Pakala. Hope I'm getting it right. Titus B. Pakala. He's a Liberia human rights defender, March for Justice, and he's here this morning. We will be talking about too many things happening the issue of ritualistic killings, sexual, gender-based violence issue. We'll talk about it. And we'll also talk about the communication written by veteran Liberian journalist Sekou Sharif, and too many other issues happening in Liberia we'll be talking about this morning. Mr. Bakala would like to say good morning and thank you so much for
good morning
honoring the call to come and sit and talk to us this morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. Thanks. It's a pleasant to be here and to also appreciate the Voice of Liberia team for hosting me to have this critical conversation on human rights issues across Liberia and also critiquing government's effort in ensuring that justice is served to survivors and victims of human rights violations, and as well as analyzing a communication that I read on social media sent to security advisor to the president currently, Samuel Kofi's Who's. And I feel it's very important that we also analyze that particular letter and to also see what's the interest in that communication. How does it re-echo our voice as activists to rely on communication of such to demand for justice and accountability and holding the system accountable, and not just the system but certain individuals as well, particularly the very Samuel Kofi Woods, who is to be a vocal human rights defender, during the Liberian civil crisis. Yeah, so I think it's important we talk some of these things.
Too many things happening in Liberia. You as a human rights activist, you've been following those issues happening in the country. What can you say to those listening to you about some of the issues? Let's begin with ritualistic killings in our country. What can you say as a human rights activist that you can remember? What are the instances you can remember? And what can you say to those listening to you concerning ritualistic killings in our country over the time?
So it's been said as a nation that every time we accommodate different politicians, we accommodate different presidents, there's still problems about the very issues we contested against. Now, you may recall that on January 6th, we noticed the sudden ritualistic, death of Yaman Freeman. Yaman Freeman was murdered in Vonjama with sensitive parts extracted. Her eyes, her nose, her ears, and her private part, were all extracted. These things continue to happen. Another one of a 19-year-old, boy who was also murdered in Lofa County, right, in a local police cell in Vonjama. And coming back, a Liberian lady, throat was slit on January 9, 2025. And these things are happening. This happened in Seoul Clinic, F-Shan neighborhood community in Seoul Clinic. So these things continue to happen. And we sit back and say, look, what the government is doing, because the government has statutory responsibility to protecting and defending the rights of the Liberian people. But when the government sits idle and nothing is happening, we tend to question, why does this government exist when people, women and children, are sexually abused and when things are not happening as it's supposed to happen? So secret deaths across the country, extrajudicial execution, direct human rights violation ranging from sexual and gender-based violence. These things continue to happen, and we're not pleased by the occurrences of these things, because in 2023, 2022, 2021, we saw some of these things happen, and we thought there's going to be a shift in terms of policy intervention, in terms of addressing the real critical issue. But how then are we here with another system of governance, but these things still happen? We thought it would have, people who currently in power had good intention and hopes and aspiration that there's going to be a better day in Liberia, but it's still not a better day in Liberia.
Why you think it's still not a better day, or what you think could be done to have some of these things resolved?
So I think that there should be a holistic community response mechanism to reporting human rights violations across Liberia.
And you think that hasn't been done?
It hasn't been done. I think people try to politicize, the issue of response mechanisms, in different communities. When you have Tatos Pakala as an activist who's supposed to report sexual and gender-based violence across the country, and at the end of the day, Tatos does it, people sit back, especially people in power positions, say, oh, Tatos is a citizen, or Tatos is from ANC, or Tatos is a political figure. He's trying to attract political attention. But that is not the case. I think we should avoid characterizing, categorizing people in with different political affiliation and names when they're interested in solving the very issue. So this thing happened because the very people in power of position target whistleblowers as political figure instead of accommodating their opinions on issues that occur realistically in our country. But we're here and we ensure that these things are reported. Yes.
Let's talk about some of the decision by you civil society actors. As you may be aware, sometimes when these things happen, you just talk, and no action taken. You're not doing nothing as, civil society actors. This time around, let's talk about strategies. Let's talk about what next going to be done in order to have this minimized, especially from the angle of you civil society actors in the country.
So it is our responsibility to support government. Civil society work is not anti-government. It's to ensure you, while holding government accountable, you also supporting government's policy to ensuring that we all work together. How can we reduce the increase in extreme human rights violation? Like I earlier stated, that the government should first of all be willing to understand that people in CSO are not seeking for political attention.
But you CSO or civil society actors, you've spoken on much. Every time when the incident occur, you talk about it. Every time when incident occur, you talk about it. But they not seems to be resolving. But instead, every day when they bring you here, say the other one happened, the other person killed this other person, and it's just too much. And I don't know how to describe it. It's on the increase now in the country. That's why I'm asking as to whether there's a strategies or trend that you civil society actors are planning to have this minimized instead of maybe just too much talking.
So we have a technical working group that is already been set up to support government have access to these direct human rights violation cases.
Okay.
Because we feel government is still not capacitated. They have the resources, but they're not technically capacitated to report some of these issues. In the 15 counties in Lofa County, we have different structures. For instance, the social justice movement I work for, we have different structures that report these things of human rights violations. So that alone, in some way, could address, the increase in human rights violations as well. And like I said, the government, while CSO is working, the government should be open enough to having critical dialogue with different stakeholders, because these stakeholders have direct access to different cases such as rape, such as extrajudicial death and execution, such as intimate partner violence, right? Such as child labor. So when you have stakeholders coming on the round table with government to analyze the situation of the increase in human rights violation, you're now trying to integrate local stakeholders into national level stakeholder to address the widespread or prevalence of human rights violation across the country. But a government that exists to exclude the majority of the people or electorates into defining what specific roadmap is or addressing increased human rights violation, there becomes a problem. And we tend to be held accountable. CSO tend to be accountable. The government, tend to be held accountable. And even you journalists tend to be held accountable because the system thinks that we all not doing something when we're supposed to be collectively working together.
Let's talk about the issue of awareness. Somebody would see that as a major challenge, and someone would say it's lacking. Probably that can sometimes lead to some of the issue of ritualistic killing or the issue of sexual and gender-based violence. How is it like, or how has it been in terms of awareness?
So awareness is very necessary. In fact, awareness in CSO or in CSO's work or human rights advocacy tends to shift people's social behavior. Because if you go and raise awareness in Claritin, you're telling people, you're raising awareness on stop killing our mothers and sisters, stop raping our sisters, stop sodomizing our brothers. When you tend to raise that kind of awareness, you tend to also shift social behavior and attitude in specific communities. So awareness is very important, and awareness comes in different folds. We've been having in-person awareness in different communities. We've also been using social media. I mean, there's an increasing trend, there's an increasing likeness, of social media among young people. So we've been able to use it to ensure that we discourage the increase in human rights violations, specifically sexual and gender-based violence, and as well as ritualistic deaths across the country.
Are you also doing face-to-face engagement?
Yeah, in-person is the face-to-face. The in-person awareness is the face-to-face we've been having in different communities. We've gone as far as Bomi County. We've gone as far as Nima County. We've gone as far as Lofa County. We've had critical awareness that have shifted, people's behavior, social behavior.
You think so?
Yes, of course, yes. I can tell you, we've visited the prison, of course, pre-trial detainees. We've been able to talk to some of them to ensure that, those things they did were issues that undermine our collective efforts as activists, CSO actors, and concerned Liberians to addressing the issue of human rights violation across the country.
What is it they've been saying to you?
Well, this has been due to lack of awareness, because when you go and visit pre-trial detainees, the first thing he or she says will be, "Oh, if I had known," or in our common Liberian way, we say, "Hey, if I know, I'm coming to do the thing here." So by the time you say, "If I know, I'm coming to do the thing," somebody from the CSO angle, the radio, can raise that awareness to say, okay, don't do it, because if you do it, it's a first-degree felony. If you do it, you go to jail for lifetime in prison. If you do it, you find yourself at Moravia Central Prison or South Beach. So this awareness can be able to shift their attitude and behavior in the community. So I can tell you specifically, there are people who've been impacted by the awareness we've made in different communities. But again, the government has responsibility, resource responsibility, technical responsibility, security-wise, to ensuring that the Liberian people, can live on peace and harmony. We're just doing part of what government's supposed to do. We're not doing almost all what government's supposed to do. We're self-funded. We're doing these things because we feel CSO must exist to checkmate, the function and hold government accountable to a system and also improve our community.
Let's talk about the different reports that you receive in terms of specifically on sexual gender-based violence. What are some of the different cases you receive of recent?
Yeah, so we've been able to receive cases of a 13-year-old child who was sexually abused at the Peace Island, and we also received a case involving a 17-year-old boy who was sodomized. And yes, in the Petit Town. Petit Town is after Claritin. That's where they have New Claritin. And in West Point, there are a couple of messages we receive, and we've gone to the scene of those areas. Is that a 12-year-old child was sexually abused, and in Vonjema of recent, I think you heard about that. A 13-year-old child was found dead with sensitive part extracted. Her private part was extracted, and her rectum, there was fluid that came from her rectum, and I mean her eyes, her nose, those sensitive parts of her body, were extracted. So we've been having physical investigation, clinical investigation on cases of sexual and gender-based violence across Liberia, specifically rape. It's still on the increase, and I feel the government of Liberia, especially the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, should be willing to address some of these issues along with activists around the country who are passionate to solve, social crisis.
Let's talk about your working relationship with the police. Man, you civil society adults, you had to be someone that have a very good working relationship with the police to ensure that perpetrators involved be brought to justice. Let's know, how is it like in terms of your working relationship with the Liberian National Police?
Yeah, so one thing is that as CSOs, we don't have permissive authority to prosecute. So what we often do is that we refer the cases to the Women and Children divisions at most of the local police depot. You understand? And these people go there, and their cases are well looked into, and they're forwarded to court. So most often we do not see the police as enemies. We see the police as our best friends because we want the police to intervene. Although at some point in time, there's some level of compromise, there's some level of negligence on the part of the police, but we always ensure that the police act efficiently, intelligently in handling, cases of rape across our country.
So, another thing I want us to talk about before we go to the phone line is the communication from Sekou Sharif. You said, according to you, went through the communication and you have some comments to make. We can sit and listen to you. Go ahead.
Yes, it's very quite interesting to have read that communication. And the communication detailed a lot of human rights violations across Liberia. But what specifically interests me is, the current security advisor to the president, who is Samuel Kofi Woods. When we sit and reflect on some of the things and inspiration that we all gain from, Honorable Samuel Kofi Woods, we imagine Liberia will be a better place. But today, the silence of Honorable Samuel Kofi Woods is a direct betrayal to the Liberian people and the very work he did to win the Liberian Civil War when he was documenting heinous human rights violations across this country, when women were killed, when women were sexually abused, when girls were recruited, boys were recruited on different malicious, fields. Samuel Kofi Woods was one of those persons who stood up. Why now is he not speaking out? Is he not even supporting the very government he works for to ensuring that these things, these human rights violations across the country, are addressed? This is no joke. If you just look at the human rights violation report that we have been able to catalog from January 2024 to February 2025 of this month, we've gone to 33 human rights violations, ranging from sodomy, rape, right? Extrajudicial execution that led to death, and direct police brutality. Of course, yesterday in Banjul, right? A 17-year-old boy was shot, unjustifiably shot to death. Where are we headed? Why is the National Security Advisor to the President not speaking out? when you used to be a vocal human rights activist like myself. Now, when you get in power of position, does not mean you must be compromised. It means you bring your critical ideas to the table to public governance.
You think he's been compromised?
I think he's been compromised because he works at the authority and mandate of the president, and so he does not want to speak out, because if he does so, he may be looked at someone who, doesn't support the arrest agenda. But the arrest agenda is inclusive. It tells you that we need to address heinous human rights violations across the country. So the letter is crystal clear, and it lists out specific issues like the betrayal of him, Samuel Kofi's, who's not speaking out. Like his several instances in which he, Samuel Kofi Woods, have held government accountable. Instances where he, Samuel Kofi Woods, have ran civil society organization in Liberia. And at this point in time, even when there were 22 mysterious deaths across Liberia, Samuel Kofi Woo could not stand up to talk, to speak, to recommend to the Liberian people. That alone was a sheer betrayal to the people of Liberia and victims and survivors of repressive human rights violation across our country.
Do you sometimes feel disappointed when you see the kind of, attitude being exhibited by Woods?
I feel utterly disappointed because the level of Samuel Kofi, look, we're not discussing a juvenile activist. We're discussing somebody who have contributed to the betterment of our country. Mm-hmm. Samuel Kofi, whose name is at the epic right corner of history. But if you go at the epic right corner of history, you're going to read a couple of compromises, which is now that we're seeing that it's a betrayal, my brother. And we don't have to see these things happening. We must be able to hold him accountable for these things, because he did this to previous government, and he must do this to work along with different actors across the country to report heinous human rights violation. We're very concerned that the U.S. Embassy is following this conversation, and they received a couple of human rights violations report, and we're very, very, I can tell you, I am very optimistic that in the next U.S. human rights report, this report will share with international community, will be included in their report, and it's going to hold our government accountable to addressing these issues of human rights violations.
Are there strategies designed to get Kofi Woods to use civil society actors to have some conversation with him, in order for him to reframe into what he's doing?
So we're currently working on a consultative dialogue to ensuring that people like him can come on board. It's far beyond.
Do you see that possible?
Well, if it doesn't work, we have other actors who are always willing to come on the table. Because of course we hear sitting criticizing him. He might see us as enemies, which is not so. Which is our responsibility to hold people accountable when they are silent. For instance, I'm an activist. If I go silent, things are not happening. People say, "What Tato's doing?" Ex-President George Banners, we are telling you to speak. Why are you not speaking now? It happens. There are things that happen. So we all have to stand up and work together. This is why you see I'm here with all of the cases we've cataloged. And it interests me to know that, in fact, communication was written, was shared on the internet, and also published, indicating the very essence of collectivism in areas of reporting heinous human rights violation.
Okay. Well, our guest this morning is human rights activist. Titles be is it Kapala?
Pakala.
Okay, Pakala. You listen to him this morning. You want to ask some question, or you want to give your views? We can hear you. 0773419502, 0773419502, or better still 0555184711, 0773419502, better still 0888. That's 0555184711. Those of you in the counties, you can call us on 0773-978564, 0773-978564, or better still 0773-419-502. Keep playing the cash giveaway as well. Star 799 star 90 hash. You play with $200 Liberian dollars, and then you stand a chance to win 10,000 and 50,000. Shortly, I will call another winner. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Caller, good morning. Oh my word. We lost that caller. 0773-419-502, 0773-419-502, or better still 0555-184711, 0555-184711. Those of you in the county, 0773-978564. We can take few calls and get back to our guest, and then he responds to some of the comments, and we wrap it on the show, and we go and do the cash giveaway. Star 799 star 90 hash. You play with just $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, and of course you stand a chance. This present, oh, we lost this present. Okay, so let's move on. In that communication, like you said, and I also read that communication, there were too many things that were outlined within that communication. What are the key ones that you intend to flag out in your report? And have you guys been able to reach out to Sekou as it relates to some of the issue of the human rights violation that he mentioned as well within that communication?
Yes, so we've been able to reach out to him, and we're also considering to have follow-up conversation. And we really applaud the work of Sekou Sharif. I mean, as a journalist, it takes a lot of energy and time to document human rights abuses across the country. So, I mean, these are things journalists across the country should also be, cognizant of their responsibility. And so the communication written is a communication that has genuine essence to holding the system accountable and to also appealing or entreating to the conscience of Samuel Kofi Woods to wake up from his silent spell. He has to wake up, and we all collectively work together, or else when the Liberian people strike, it's going to be an issue of concern, and people like him, Samuel Kofi Woods, will not want to even work in government. You want to join CSO to ensure that these cases are reported efficiently and perpetrators are dealt with.
Okay. As an institution, let's talk about your challenges. Let's talk about your achievements a bit. But before we dive into that, let's get this caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
My name is J. Augustine from Makoye from Wanjama County.
From Lofa County. Go ahead, you're live.
Thank you. I want to comment with your guest this morning. I just want to say that for the issue of advocacy, there are three things that you need us not to do. There's a saying that say you will not be sitting down on someone's shoulder, you say your hair is many. So, Mr. Kofi will not be working in the government, you expect that things will be going on and you will talk about it. So I think if you are advocate, there's need that you will be neutral. I don't think you're supposed to, go into that kind of position. Maybe if they offer you a job that will be able to impugn your advocacy, I don't think you need to accept for the sake of the masses that you advocate. So I think that's something in silence. You will not be in government, and something happening in government, then you expect me to say it. And we all know what can happen. Whenever somebody speaks against the government, more especially if you're working in government, try to get at you. So I think he tried to compromise he tried to say in a manner as an advocate. You see, so I don't think he needed to accept even any appointment position in government, or even to say let me go to electoral position as long as you want to be an advocate. So I think that's where you see the problem is from.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. 0773-419-502, 0773-419-502. Those of you in the counters, 0773-978564, 0773-978564. You listen to our guest this morning on the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? From where you call?
Well, I'm Mohammed F. Balu. I call you from the 15 to be precise, larger community.
Go ahead, let's hear you.
Thank you very much for your studio guest, for lamenting and
it's actually, frustrating. It pains me a lot in my stomach. But on the issues of Kofi, who's have been following him, but the moment Samuel Kofi will get into politics in government during any administrations, he talk no more on these things. And I don't think people are saying because he into government he don't want to talk. It just of bad, and Kofi is also bad in advocating on some level, or human rights. Most of you from a background, regardless of position that government give you. And for example, you see the position Samuel Kofi who is in currently now. If those advocates, human rights advocates, get close to it, I think things is going to change because he's very close to the president, as security advisor to the president. I think some of these things were being changed. But we give everything to government. Even the budget, money that the country we realize they gave 400 million to government. So everybody, they wake up in the morning, they are focusing to get into government. And you understand? So I don't think because Kofi who have position in government, he will nothing not to talk on some of these issues. No. He just been bad. How can you come from the immoral advocate background, getting into government and then refuse to push the idea on some of these things? It's then bad to Kofi who. Seriously. Okay. You cannot be civilian advisor to the president. Then you see things happening, and government, the government is not supporting what's happening. All of the ritualistic killing around, government is not supporting.
Okay.
So we should not shed blame on government. We shed blame on individual.
Thank you.
I leave from that position to another area.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. We can take a call. I can take only a call now, and I'll get back to my guest and respond. And then we'll come and do the first draw of $10,000 quickly, and we'll move on. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, George.
Good morning. What's the name for where you join us?
This is Zaga Sanao calling you from Banga, from country.
Zaga Sanao from Banga. Go ahead, let's hear you. You're live on the show.
And I say good morning to Pero Pakara.
Good morning.
Yes, thank you so much this morning for the series of issue outlined, especially when it comes to the immoral violation of our country. But my own disappointment comes from the background where, quote unquote, some of the progressive, they have been a complete disappointment to this country. What do I mean by that? Look at Burma is Burma family, a veteran of the Vanguard Student Unification Party, and that of people. Burma family investigated as part of the early Johnson study. We saw series of immoral violation. Nowadays, you are not on record. So probably say this is why it's wrong. We advocated against this thing. It's happening. The same happened with today with Kofi Wu. I can recall I was one of the admirers of Kofi Wu under the Castro regime. Because from the background we come from, these things are wrong. These things are wrong. It was condemned to the matter. But today, you self-associated a pastor just within a year. Look at the amount of decisions that are going on taking about the country. And you remain sadly and talk with on these issues. So meaning that people who don't advocate when they not benefiting. But when you come to the power that be, you remain silent. And the part of the majority is with them. Anyway, it's being treated. We should not run our country on the basis of the kind of perception, the kind of thing that we do to our people. Only because we say about right to them, we say yes, protect us. On the other end, it's bad. We're not doing anything to protect the people. Just within 1 year time, you can catalog over 100 of human rights diseases around this country. But you hear them say, today, Liberia is being delivered now. Everything is the very important issue has been resolved.
Okay.
People who advocated today, they are remaining silent because they're benefiting from the status quo.
Okay.
The church with the mosque, everywhere, there's politics. Nobody there now to talk for the people. It's wrong. You can't continue to run our society on the kind of path.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mr. Pakala, you listen to...
So you sense the frustration in the colors, right? Tones. And during Charles Taylor era, there were extreme human rights violations, and Samuel Kofi, who, as an activist, saw the need, saw it as his obligation to report human rights violations during that era. Today, as National Security Advisor told the president, he does not see the need to report some of these violations to the president, because I don't think the president is aware of things that are happening in our country, especially when it comes to extrajudicial execution, when it comes to sexual and gender-based violence, when it comes to ritualistic deaths, secret deaths across the country. If you go to Vonjama City, you go there, you will hear that there was a 13-year-old girl who was killed, who was murdered, sensitive part was extracted. If you down come to Moserado, Moserado County, yesterday, a 17-year-old boy in Banjul was shot dead. Where are we as a national security advisor? As a national security advisor, you must advise the president on sensitive security issues that tend to protect or denigrate the survivability of our country. If you know that as a national security advisor, extrajudicial execution is on the increase, secret deaths are on the increase, you need to advise the president, you need to provide policy advice to the president on how he can integrate some of his policy to ensuring that these things are addressed. But when these things continue to unfold in our country, then we tend to question the credibility, of people like Samuel Kofi Woods and some of the progressive as well, because the very progressive before stood out. Why is it now they're not standing out? Why are they not speaking? And that is the question we ask ourselves.
It's been a wonderful time on the show this morning. Is there anything maybe you want to say quickly before we take leave of you?
So what I can tell you is that we will continue to document these heinous human rights violations. What it happened in Clareton, what it happened in Nukutan, what it happened in West Point, in Soniwen. We will continue to document these human rights violations and support international organizations, the community, and also the government to ensure that these things are addressed. But what I can say is that if these things happen in your community, be able to report them to the nearby police station, and so that we can collectively address these issues. And I'm hoping that the U.S. government here in Liberia can be able to catalog some of these cases in their annual human rights report, to making sure that what we say on the radio, are validated by the observation of assisting human rights organizations and bilateral institutions in our country. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. He is Titus B. Pakala. He has been our guest. You listened to him. He spoke about too many issues that has to do with human rights violation this morning on the show. We'll take this break. When we come back, we'll do the draw, and then we'll move on to our final talking point, and we'll take few calls, and then we'll wrap it up on today's presentation of the show. Keep tuned and don't touch your dial.
The government betrayed us. I said, the people who are so, the people love to us. The government betrayed us. They can lie, they can steal. I said, we tire with their lies. We tire with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tire with that speech they preach in DNA unique they deceive us. The thing we saw it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you lie? There's still things to be. It's just tell you. That's why we will tell you. But you screw us. You screw us. You use us a little. You use us so. Why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask.
Well, welcome back to the show. Welcome back. Keep playing the cash giveaway. Star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. Let's do the first draw here of $10,000. Let's do the first draw here of 10,000 Liberian dollars. You need to keep playing star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Beatrice T.
You say?
Beatrice T.
That go ahead, spell your name, please.
T-E-A.
Mm-hmm.
T-R-R.
Mm-hmm.
T-E.
Beatrice who B?
T-E-E.
Oh, Beatrice D.
Mm.
You play for the Liberia cash giveaway today?
Yes.
How many times?
15 times.
You play 15 times this morning?
Yes.
What's the code you dial to play?
Star 79 star 90 hash.
And you selected what?
I said number 2, and then I put in my bingo.
Okay. Is it the name register on your mobile money?
Yes.
Okay. So how much dollars you are playing to win?
200 LD.
I said how much you are playing to win?
How much I was playing to win? I had the money I just get I start playing. I had 3,000 my mobile. I just started playing.
Okay. So congratulations. You're one of our lucky winners and you won yourself 10,000.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll send the money to you shortly. Once we send the money, I'll call you right back to confirm.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Star 799 star 90 hash star 799 star 90 hash. You play with just 200 Liberian dollars, and then you stand a chance to win for yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars. Right here this morning on the show. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Star 799 star 90 hash star 799 star 90 hash. You play with 200 Liberian dollars, and then you win for yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars. So we'll move on. Like I was talking about the issue of those that were suspended by the government. Yesterday, we agree and we said it's a very good decision by the president. We accept that decision to have suspended the people. But the people should not take pay for 3-4 months. The people should not take pay for 3 or 4 months. Because telling them 1 month that they will not take pay, they see it to be nothing now. Because the people, they disrespected you, they refuse for over a year now. Little over a year now. And then you just go, you suspend the people for 1 month. And you say they will not take pay. See, as they say, yeah, the people, so the president said they will not take pay, they will not take pay. In my mind, the 1 month is small. It should be increased. It should be increased. It should be increased. And so, I will conclude today on this. The issue that happened up Capitol Hill. That has to do with the quote unquote the invasion of the offices of representative or in battle speaker Fonati Kofa. I will conclude on this, and trust me, I will never talk about it. Today is the last day that I'm going to talk about this evasion issue. And fellow Liberians, I want you to listen keenly. The offices of the embattled speaker, I will call it Bogoras. You know why? That's not invasion. His office was not invaded. But it was Bogoras by James Kohler and his guys. And James Collier will have to understand that you don't just wake up one morning and you go and get into people offices and just do things at your will. What's a notice that you receive from the court to carry on your quote-unquote invasion that you term to be invasion? Did you receive warrant of invasion from the court? Representative James Collier, you have started to misbehave very early. But that's what you get when you elect incompetent people. When you elect people that are very broke. And I said it the other day, and I will say it again. That's what you get when you elect people that are very broke. When you elect hustlers, and that's what can happen. This James Collier boy, he has trying to be a battler to Richard Coon. So always James will do things to please Richard Nangbe Coon. This man who doesn't even appear like a speaker. Someone who doesn't even speaks well. And then you have James Collier with his taton. He behind the man every time. And they instruct him to do things that has the propensity to undermine the peace of our country. How dare you, Collier, to just wake up and go and burglarize the embattled speaker office? And then when I listened to him when you were asked as whether he ever received notice from the court to carry out invasion, and then he escaped the question. And this is wrong. James Collier will have to calm down. He have to understand that this country is a country of law. This country is a country of law, not a country of gangsterism. If you fought war, we're not fighting war here no longer. You have to understand that. And in fact, Liberians, they no more prepared to go back to the dark days, Collier. So if you continue to get your people that elected you angry, and then they will come out. And if they come out, you will regret. And I want the people of Electoral District number 2 in Bond County to understand that the guy you elected, that broke boy you elected, very incompetent. He said you lawyer. I said, what's law? He has proven in the House of Representatives. Since he began lawmaker, he was boasting all around in that place. He said, oh, I'm the best president. I'm so president. I'm the lawyer. I will do this. I will do that. You promised the people of that district one little ambulance. Land Cruiser ambulance. You went, you brought something that you campaign. You used to campaign. You brought it and you went, you pack it to the Phoebe Hospital. Today, the people of District 2 don't know where that ambulance is. The people of District 2 in Bong, they don't know where that ambulance is. But you come and sit and take instruction from your colleague lawmaker. What he says to you is what you do. Whether you undermining the peace of our country, you don't care. But like I said, and I continue to say, Kafia then will be here responsible for what Kola is doing. Kafia then will be here responsible. Because they were the one pushing, especially Kafia. He was the one pushing all around in that place to have this disgrace of a lawmaker. To have him today as a lawmaker. And so what he's doing, Kafia, you will take the blame. Just so you know, Kafia, you will take the blame. Who collect fee he is? Who collect fee he is? That he will continue to misbehave, and he continue to be misbehaving around the place. Go to District 2 in Bong. Go and see how your people, they living in agile poverty. Go and see the people not able to get their goods. To the market because the route is very, very deplorable. The promises you made to your people, you don't have time to fulfill those promises. But you sit here and you allow your colleague lawmaker, someone who is not even being recognized by international community, someone who illegally he harassed the speakership. Then you take instruction from that kind of man to be misbehaving. Who collect fee he is? And this would need to stop. Collect should go back to District 2 and the ambulance he spoke about. Let the people of the district see the ambulance. Where is it today? The road said you're going to build. Where's the road? You're not contemplating of fulfilling the promises you made to the people. But you're here and doing things that are very unlawful. Just of recent you were at RLJ having fun times. And you here again instructing your gangs to go and burglarize the office of the embattled speaker Fonante Kofa. But like I said, Kafia and the rest of the folks in the PUP will bear the weight. They will take the responsibility of what you're doing. So let's call Beatrice to confirm as to whether she has received her money. Then we'll take a few calls and then we'll wrap it on the show. Star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. You play with $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, and then you stand a chance to win for yourself 10,000 or 50,000 Liberian dollars. Let's get Beatrice through right here to confirm as to whether she has received her money. Hello.
Yes.
You receive your money now?
Yes.
How much did you receive?
10,000 Liberian dollars.
10,000 Liberian dollars.
Yes.
So tell us exactly what you're going to do with that money.
I'm going to pay my son's school fee. My campbell.
Okay. So what you want to say to others listening that feeling reluctance to play?
I want to encourage them to keep playing because my dad used to be doubting with me. Like before yesterday, I play 1,500 win. So I keep trying and I want my friends. Because I just keep trying to. They will win too.
Okay, thank you, Beatrice. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.
Okay, thank you too.
Thank you. Thank you. And so we'll take few calls. Like I said, we'll take few calls on this evasion issue. For me, I don't see a even invasion. But the Bogoras, collect Bogoras the office of Kofa. And Kole will have to come down. Kafia and the people of District 2 in Bon County, you people will be here reliable for what Kole is doing. Because you elected that broke ball who came to the House of Representatives hustle. So that's why he's misbehaving, because he want to get something to sustain he and his girlfriend. So let's take few calls. 0773-419-502, 0773-419-502, better still 0555-184711, 0773-419-502, 0555-184711. Those of you in the counties, you can call us on 0773-978564, 0773-978564, better still 0773-419-502, or better still 0555-184111. Those of you in Monrovia, that's a line. You can call me on 0773-419502, or better still 0555-184711. Those of you in the counties, if you're in Bonk, you're in Margibi, you're in Grand Bassa, you're in Lofa, 0773-978564 are the numbers that put your voices through. We can take a few calls quickly just before we go. So keep in the cash giveaway. In a moment from now, I will do the draw. In a moment from now, I will do the draw right here. Keep the calls coming. The time is 9:30 from where I sit this morning. That's a time check from where I sit in studio this morning. 0773-419-502. Let's get this caller right here on the line. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Theophilus M. Kauna, calling you from Bon County District 1.
From Bon County. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I posted this portion on our radio here, and other people are reacting to it. So let me put it up. James Pole, as a young man, he said he had a leadership backing, and he is proceeding by law. And then the last time when Kofa spoke about this issue, he said, "This is my last time to talk on this," and I will say, "They see more way they manage to hijack the speakership from me. Let them go ahead and take their offer like that." And the next day, we saw Jean Coulet and his guy vandalize the office. Is this a lawful proceeding in Bon County here? I ask the question. Is it right for him to do this? So I ask this. And the next thing I have to say about Jean Coulet is that we from Bon County, Liberia, the young people, Jean Coulet is blocking our way to parliament. Because as a young guy, the behavior he's carrying there, next time any young person come out, they will say that the same people will put in there how they can behave. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you. That boy, he's a disgrace to the people of Bon County. Good morning.
Good morning, my friend and brother Elijah Way. How you say, brother?
Not Elijah, but George Way. Good morning.
George Way. Sorry, brother. This is brother John T. Yakpaulo, joining you from Banga City, Pong Country.
John, go ahead. You're live.
Yes, Josh, I want to say thank you for the effort you guys are making for us in this country because you guys devoted your time every day, every morning to give us information relates to the issues. But I think this country is a country of law, and anybody who passing the core of this law, I think against we as citizens. You know, this is the time for we Liberians to stand up for our country. Our country is going down the drain internationally. It's very wrong to see the kind of thing happening on a flag day where you have international guests in our country. Then you see people vandalizing this video, the speaker office. I think it was
la couleur.
No, I coming there, brother. It's very wrong. You know, Colette were instructed by people, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Colette for my own district number 2 in Pong County. I voted Colette. But his actions is not really going down with all the citizens of district number 2. Colette is going about the thing we're saying, therefore. We say Colette there to represent us. To do things in our interest, but everything Colette doing is out of our interest. I think the people are doing number 2 now. This is the time for us to stand up for our district because our district not giving nothing for action. I think it's very wrong. It's very wrong. In young men, why you must spoil your political future at this time because of what money, because of late cash you getting? Colette are disappointed in him this morning. As I speak, I foundation number 2, I resident number 2, I voted him. When I see my foundation lawmaker performing and acting like this, I think it is the time for the young people of number 2 to stand up, to back against his act. You can't make people use you like this. You can be remote control, Colette. You get the law degree. The law degree is a mess.
The man hustling back. The man is hustling. You know the man are broke man. The man are broke man. Yeah. So he gotta hustle. He hustling now to get on it. Yeah. It hurts, man. Why you have someone who said he graduated from a law school will be behaving in such form and manner? Let's see a few Liberians this morning on the show. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
Yeah, good morning. My name is Emmanuel Kamara, calling from Banga.
Emmanuel from Banga, let's hear you.
Yeah, you see, Colette, he just made his power drone. That's why you see him misbehaving like that. Colette, you cannot be there. Yeah.
You say he's what?
He power drone. That's why you see him misbehaving the way he behaving.
Let's hear you.
That's why you see misbehaving. You cannot be a lawmaker. You say you went to school, you take law, then you misbehaving like that. The law that you say you learn in the school, that's what they told you to go and talk around speaker office. But anyway, that's it. We're all ready for yourself here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, our people from Pong County, let's hear you. Keep the cash giveaway as well. Star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. You play with just 200 LD or $1.50 US. You stand a chance to win for yourself 10,000 or 50,000 Liberian dollars. Star 799 star 90 hash. Play with just 200 Liberian dollars, and then you win for yourself 50,000 or 10,000 Liberian dollars. This morning on Good Morning Liberia, right here on Voice of Liberia, we coming to you live from the capital bypass here in Monrovia, and we also live on all the frequency across the country. 90.7 in Banga, 89.7 in Kakata, Maigibi County, and or a frequency across Liberia. So we can take few calls right here. We can get few calls very shortly, very, very shortly. I hope to take leave of you right here on the show. And so those of you from District 2 in Bonk, you ought to be talking to that boy. You guys have to continue to talk to James Colette. His attitude doesn't even represent a lawmaker. His attitude doesn't even represent a lawmaker. Can you imagine? A lawmaker just go and instruct people to go bug around someone's office. He say you invading the office. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, George.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name? From where you call? Is it Anitoba or Musu?
Yeah, Musu Kwali.
Musu, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you, George. Good morning for the show. My name is Musu Kwali. I'm calling from the Kokoya Road this morning from Jinkola District. You know, George, I condemn what Jinkola did. The people are there too. They never put that for him. To go for him to start making, he said that. How he will go on a holiday? He went and go boss the speaker office. They're not supposed to be there. So I condemn it. And all most of the majority of the citizens for district two, they see that when in the district, you expect by them feeling bad. Majority of the people feeling bad about Jinkola behavior. You hear? But the people say they don't want to do anything because he the one got the power right now. Whatsoever thing he won't do, let him continue to do it for 2029 coming, and they will pay him, but they will not vote for him. Yeah, because that's not what they say there to go make law for them. Not for him to be passing around all day fighting he in the news. So they will say, oh, he could do they want. The other time the man when he own brother from the country, he draw from him. Then after that he there doing a lot of things. Yeah, so we better say it back because he continue after that he put it, he making our district two, and the whole day other people working at telephone or even district two people, and now he will not supporting him for him to do all of those things. But then he continue, he will get it. So 2029 coming, how long? 2 years already go. Pardon, money will get and then pardon 4 more years. They will reach in 2027 or 8. That the time he will start going from place to place, you know. He start crying again, you know, big people to go for him, but we got this for him. So thank you, the bonnet for the show. Then you continue. Whatever that are going there. So anything they want to, let them do it. Because they always for they even get respect for the rule of law. Anything they see that they want, they continue to do. They make it for just suffering. The whole country not getting her. The NGO say, I mean, what they were talking say, when the United Party for government win, NGO are going to follow the country. What the NGO and people continue to suffer that kind of way. They continue to say the country, how they pass it around behind people, doing a whole lot of things. Yeah, that's why they voted for your to kind of start everything people in the country like this. But we got this for them because they see people they now today, they voted for this. How long? For 2029. So something was United Party for the movement, they will never come out of power. So that people that enjoy itself, they don't do anything. So
your ambulance in your district now? Your ambulance in the district now?
We're not even seeing that, Josh.
But the man take a car and the man saying you're giving a car to you. You have to the car from the man, and the man not bring the ambulance in the district. You have to the car from the man.
It's not that the man when he moving and he moving working with police. We never go near. If you know, even when they say they try to do something, and the police will go and just go beat people. So our Uber, we found that we don't do anything. So let us go ahead.
Thank you.
And we rather get what we confused to.
Musu, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I pity your condition in that district. Yeah, I pity your condition because, I mean, the thing is very hard to say. In fact, the thing is very hard to say. Keep playing the cash giveaway while we taking calls. 0773419502 0773419502. Better still 0555184711 0555184711 or better still 0773419502. Let's get this caller on the line. Good morning.
One guys.
Yeah, good morning. Is it Annie Topa?
Yes, so John, long time.
Yeah, we are. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Thank you for the show this morning.
Go ahead.
You know, George, sometimes we get ready and want to talk. But I think they bored me. Because you know, the whole country people just talking with them waiting for 2020 now. Even the candidates can always produce a food for him. You know what I mean? We into that era. They don't even go anywhere. You must think about your future. Even think about your children's future. Because these are stories that people will tell your children. They tell your power, this is what he did. They tell you the thing that he's doing flying up and down. Government pay, who will stay? Government pay for parents can all you whatever, who will stay for him? Because now he already not for himself. The people that you bear today, the party people, the people can use you. When the accomplices are in the dump you. We don't know what happened in the district too. How some people went against people in the district. You kill the people, they say you, they put a hair on you, they lace you up. You now made the people shame the city in Norway. People that are left from beyond so the senator, I don't want 4 years on the law because they supported you. You go against the people. People just sitting and watching the show. Then you can't even on the road. How you start facing the road? You go start from where Blamie. You say they start for free energy way for the other people they must do it. People from their side from there and the people now voted for you. When one say road, you just do that thing, but they research and grant. They everybody will be crying here. The road sport because you take it off, put it in the hole there. You not even able to clean it. Take it off, put it in the hole. You just put it every day. The people balata use it away. But at least so long you get the rules and all the job done at the job and get money in the hole. Then you can't start working now. All the time, all the people that are to that capital city, every one of them got work before they do it. But so long that people voted for them, they have to work. But you say, except you get rules and all, it's something that you don't learn. They just force it that it's hard for you to do it. You will not learn. You don't learn nothing because now you pray to go into you that man and they're sitting lawyer, not they're in that capital baby because you get you step there, you force you think you say will have all in your head. Now I'm not because you going to behave. They say the message came from primary. Why they want primary? They want to get out and go and stand down with a hammer. All of them say you are not do it. But you so long power that made you choke. Now you the one they say you evil. You not made yourself to champion the play talk. When you pass it so you get put in your head stupid. You pass it so you just sitting it. You just don't face with the play talk. You go and say that thing he was doing. See that boss say sitting down there that day. They say now you resemble a law because yeah. Now how you supposed to behave in the country but you could have get his pay.
Thank you.
Get you money. Or the court get you money and support you. They see people are so into that he will repay to now.
Thank you. Let's get this person on this other line. Good morning.
Good morning, George.
Good morning. What's the name? From where you call?
Good morning again. This is Mr. Sano calling from Bong County.
Mr. Sano from Bangabong County. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. My brother, we are setting the power PCM step. We started here from the 1970s up to today's date. The last 18-year program we made, we are going right back to the 1990s, to the 1980s issue. And I thought it's not operating all well, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that a country where there's in the absence of the rule of law, that country bound to be a chaotic environment. Even the things start from the home. Just have your home where there's no law rules in the country. And you see what the home at the end of the day today will be comfortable to what is important.
Thank you for your point. Thank you. Let's get this person. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, sir. What's the name? From where you call?
My name is Ali Badikome, Peking family. I call you around the Kawa Junction.
From Kawa. Go ahead. Let's hear you. You live on the show.
You know, let me say thanks to you. But I don't know why people tie the entire removing or speak or cover around Change School. I don't see no reason. Because
good morning.
No power.
Good morning. Good morning. You following the discussion or you just tuning in?
Man, I call your first talking point in the morning about the police. Then you tell me that I'm following the talking point. I'm following the talking point.
So the reason. Good morning.
Yeah.
The reason people pointing at James Colette specifically why he should allow himself to be used illegally, especially where he did not receive warrant from the court to go and carry out the invasion. He just will go and instruct his guys to take hammer and go and damage the doors without getting any warrant of evasion to go and carry out the process. That the illegal process his people in his district discussing.
So Lawa just said to you for me, I'm not for Ponkante, but I'm serious. We are discussing the cabinet building, and not belong to Ponkante, belong to Napiro. So I say to you, James Cole, when I get no power to go and take any decision in our
So why
taken by majority of the people in the house.
Why they were not there now? Or why even according to him, good morning, according to him, they were serving, I know 7 president on our committees, 7 lawmakers, but we did not see any of them there. Only he alone we saw giving instruction to the guys. In fact, he was even there taking some of the documents and placing it aside, instructing the guys to take it outside.
But my brother, the thing first cover in then you speak again. So when cover not speak up, cover be holding on to the office for speak up.
So you support, meaning you support the art of James Cole, right?
I support James Cole. I support the art of.
No, but we're discussing specifically what James Cole did of recent illegally.
So you James Cole one cannot do it. James Cole one cannot do it. I continue to say.
But there were how many doing it now? There were how many doing it? The other people are too funny too, eh? They made 40 power. Yeah, man. People discussing something serious, then you want to make fun, yeah? We did not say that James Cole alone removed Speaker Kofa. But why he should go and burglarize the office illegally, that's what we're discussing. It's not possible that James Cole alone will remove Kofa. That's what we're saying. But when you get yourself involved, when you allow yourself to be used, like the way he has allowed himself to be used, Bakun and others, that's what we're discussing. So keep playing star 799 star 90 hash, star 799 star 90 hash. You play with just $200 Liberian dollars, and then you stand a chance to win for yourself $10,000 or $50,000. One more present to just play now. Then I can do the draw. Star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. Play with $200 Liberian dollars, and then you win for yourself $10,000 or $50,000 Liberian dollars. It's important, it's key, it's very essential that you talk to your lawmaker when they're in the wrong. Say to them the reality, not because you're getting something from them or you want to please someone. But whenever they're in the wrong, let them to know that they're in the wrong. And what they're doing, they have to desist. We're discussing someone illegal act. A lawmaker that should have known better did something that is wrong. He did it unlawfully. And we're discussing it, and somebody say, did that, did. We need to be serious in this country. Liberians are no longer prepared. They're no more prepared to go back to the dark days. So when these things are happening and people talking about it, when you not get nothing to say, just let it be. Just forget about it. So we can squeeze in at least two calls right here quickly. James Spada says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm following from Abidjan, GMB. He's a very wicked old man running the country bad. Alfred Momo says, good morning, VOL. I'm following you from Dwazon, Magibi. Continue to give us right information every day. Genion, that's Samson Watson Jr. says, good morning, George. I'm calling from Lower Magibi County. And so, if we're going to get a call, okay, let's squeeze in this call. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Good morning. What's your name? For where you call?
Yeah, T-Max Virginia. I took call from about say the PRC.
T-Max, go ahead. Go ahead,
okay.
Let's hear you.
My question is, you know, when the horse got burned, people try to link it on the minority black But I've got to realize that the day of the protest, the horse was all gathered by PSU officers.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it was all gathered by PSU officers. So who will penetrate in a building to cause fire and then come out? That's number one. So I believe that it was a setup because of what James Koda and his group did. I believe that general burning of that Capitol building was a setup to lie on the minority black so that they can have issue and trying to say negative things about the minority black. Just imagine Mr. Koda, the so-called representative, what he did, why his own son or his family will say to people out there, on or no working day, you don't even have a warrant from the court. You come out to do search on national holiday, why international communities they are focused on this country. What will people say? What will people doing things that they are not educated? Why? This country is, we say, is a country of the rule of law, but no more. There's no law and order in this country. For the president, there's no law and order. The president says that he instructs people to do whatever he thinks that is his own point of view.
The country has become very lawless, my brother.
Very lawless. It's bad, but let the witness see. And I strongly believe that James Koda, his action is plenty. It will not, what he did, it will not go in vain. Issue will be taken against him strongly. In this government or next government to come, we'll make sure that James Koda pay for what he did. It was very, very wrong. It was very, very wrong. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your point. You made your point. Thank you so much, and I truly appreciate. So keep playing the cash giveaway. Lorena, we come here quickly to do the draw. So all you need to do is to continue to play star 799 star 90 hash. Star 799 star 90 hash. You play with $200 Liberian dollars, and then you win for yourself 10,000 or 50,000 Liberian dollars. Mind you, 10,000 or 50,000 is a very huge sum of money that I know you won't want to lose. And you know that money, you can use that money, you go and pay school fees. You can use that money, you go and do other things with it, and that will help you. Star 799 star 90 hash. And so that's it. We gotta go. Every good thing must come to an end, no matter how good it is. That's how I like to leave you on today's presentation of Good Morning Liberia. I sat in place of Siku and Samira, who are unable to be here today. Love the life you live. Live the life you love. Put God first in all of your decision-making processes. I am George Wei. I presented today's edition of the show, Good Morning Liberia. On and for behalf of the team at Voice of Liberia. That's how I like to bid you farewell on today's presentation of the show. Bye-bye, I'm out.